Hello everyone, Racemon here. Today I'm going to be doing something in Spintires that I probably won't be doing ever again, and I'm going to be comparing two different Super Sixes. One version belongs to CCS, the other one I believe belongs to SpongeBob, I think. I am not sure, so I have nothing to confirm on that. I know one is CCS, which is this white Ford that I am right now. The one in the back, I don't know which one's which, but I'm going to compare the two. So let me just go ahead and start up CCS's. So his startup sound is, well, it's pretty good. The idle is also good. But weird thing is, before I actually go into the visual, I don't like the startup sound. Well, not the start off, the turn off sound. But if you go to the other Super 6, it sounds close to the same. The only difference is when it revved up. Every vehicle in the Spintires revs up every time you start it. So that's definitely one difference. Turning off, also the same. So let's go to CCS's first, since I prefer it more. And I'll be able to get it done with. Now when I rev up his, here's what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like it has a high revving capability. It doesn't have a high revving capability whatsoever. Now his smoke, in my opinion, the way it comes out when it's sitting just kind of seems odd. So let me just go ahead and make it part. It's just there. There's no projection, so it's like a big puff. But when you're moving, it looks right, and it looks great. So now let's go to the lighting part of this before we get into any of the suspension areas. Lighting, he has ignition lights. I'm not sure if he has them on the mirrors. He does not have them on the mirrors when it's just started. He does have them on the headlights, and he has them on the roof. So let's see what happens when you turn on the headlights. It's just the headlights, but that's not bad. Still looks good, even though from the side it looks kind of a little weird. But for CCS, this is good. Not saying that he's bad or anything, it's just, well, we all have our different styles. Let's go ahead and turn it off, rather so we don't have to hear it. So let's look at the lighting on this truck. We have no ignition lights on the front. None on the back. Let me just press the brake. No brake lights either. But what about headlights? No lights at all. Okay. That's, odd. Also, you might not have noticed, but look at the winch points. You have two way in the front. And you have, well, one right on the, well, it would be a ball, but they don't have a hitch whatsoever. Then you have another floating one that I can't quite get to, that one up there. So you have we have three floating and one kind of where it's supposed to be. CCS's, you have four, two inside of the frame, which seems kind of odd. Then you have two on the front. Kind of off a little bit, but I don't know how it looks whenever you actually tow or winch to other stuff. So let's go ahead and see about this trailer. Well, the hookup area is odd, but not much to complain about. Parking the trailer is not possible. How if we just detach it? What happens then? Can we reattach it? can we? Come on. I guess not. Okay, let me just delete that. But it does have a trailer, so that counts. Let's see what this has. As I turn off the other truck. That sounded odd from the distance. And this one has... It has wheels, okay. Ooh, those look familiar. I can't read what it says, they're the same color. It says something, I know that. But I can't tell what. Well, let's look at that tread. The tread has 4, pointed the same direction. These tires also have 4, but they're alternating. Depends on how you look at it. It looks like they're alternating, but yet they're not, but yet they do. But they're the same. Also, I noticed the bumper says Iron Cross. Nice, I guess. Now, I remember I looked at the rear of the gray Supersix, and it had no lights. Does this one have lights? It does not have lights either, okay. Also, the wheels look offset. They are offset. That's weird. They both have 6-wheel steering, and the rear tires look like they turn at the same ratio. It looks like, anyway. Golly, I've got to turn one of these off. It's so bad. Gosh. This one has 6-wheel steering, and it also looks like they're the same ratio. Which isn't very efficient, because this middle axle is actually getting pushed farther than it should. Or I think that goes for the back axle instead. Well, that's not right on both of them, which is, I guess, okay. Ugh. Have I seen those wheels elsewhere? I think I've seen them on like a little F-150. So we'll just stick with the default. I haven't seen these. So let's go ahead and go. Doing the suspension now. Right, I didn't point out the exhaust, but it moves out, so if you prefer that, that's there. So let's see, we'll go into first and just roll across this. A lot of rear travel without really body movement. So let's see about CCS's. It's not the fastest vehicle he's ever made, but, you know, it's a 6x6. It's not supposed to be fast. So let's see. That was not very much travel whatsoever. None at all, hardly. Like, look at this. Middle axle is up. It was not touching the ground. Right there, you could see the free spin. It is not on the ground. So it doesn't have very much flex, but how does it handle across, like, terrain like this? Is it good across bumps? Not like crevices and everything, but bumps. Bumps in general. Oof. It's a bit bouncy. That was my bad driving. Not used to 6x6 steering. I am used to 4x4 steering. It handles this well. Kind of odd with 6x6 steering, but meh. That's what you get with it. It's quite stiff. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing in Spintires. I would say it's a good thing depending on what you're doing. Like that little bump right there will be the test. So let's go ahead and move CCS's truck. And we'll get this one. So it has a ton of flex on the rear. Right there. basically touching the ground rather than not touching the ground. So let's see how this handles. Only has a 4-speed. I believe CCS truck, I did not look at the bottom number from gear. I think it had 5 gears. Now this isn't so bouncy. But it does have a lot more body roll. Oh my, that was a lot. Yeah, that is a lot of body roll. Come on, get into high. Oh man, I missed my turn. 6-wheel steering, why? So let's see. Hardly any sudden roll. So let's go ahead and take CCS's slowly across because I think I'd put it through high. So it wouldn't be fair if I just took it through at high without looking at how it does in low. So let's go ahead and do that. I do prefer CCS's truck. It looks nice. Very nice. Oh god, both trucks are on again. Come on. I had the handbrake on. Oops. This is going to high. Come on. Do it. There we go. Okay. So he has a stiffer suspension. It's obvious. Oof. Able to spin that rear right around. So let's go ahead and roll up to this. I believe it's the same bump, right? Let's see. Still a lot more body movement, but I mean, this can deal with it. I feel like this would be more of a sports truck, which is what the wheel looks like, even though it still has kind of an off-road profile. I feel like it would be better at speed than the other truck, which is apparent, and you still get a bit of oversteer. I mean, even though it's a 6x6 and that's not really possible to get oversteer, you get the feeling of oversteer, which is odd. And it is a 5-speed, I noticed. It does want to shift down, I think, every once in a while. But it's not bad. Now, rocks is where it may be challenged. Like right there, that was the stiff suspension being a bit awkward. So let's see about rocks somewhere. Or we could just drive it through here. Ooh, it was able to go over that with the front tire. That is quite impressive. And as you just saw, it went over that little crest quite well. So let's bring the other Supersix over. So let's see, can it do it? Come on. It's not doing great in the mud. And you might be like, oh, is diff lock on? Is all wheels on? Yes, it's on if you look at the bottom left. That took some damage. And I do notice a big difference. CCS's truck had 2,280 liters of fuel. Which I may not know my conversion very well, but I'm pretty sure that's like 1,000 gallon. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know the conversion very well. But it might be like 1,000 gallons for all I know. And this apparently can't climb the tree stumps, but that's more realistic. And CCS's mods, by what I've been told, they're more arcadey than they are supposed to be realistic. So he has a Chevy, I think 2500 that's out. It's a Silverado, so it might be a 1500. I don't know. That truck you can literally throw anywhere, just about. So mudding might be this Super 6's issue area. So let's see, can it go across the swamp? It was shifting down. So the transmission doesn't really know what to do here, but in first gear, it can cross. Alright. Let's see about CCS's. Dee-dee-dee. Let's go, let's go. Also, the cabin camera, geez, I can't speak. His is, well, too far forward. As a matter of fact, it's really far forward. So let's see, we're gonna drive next to those ruts, and let's go first and then second, basically. Ooh. Third gear, powering through. So let's go to line that the other Super 6 is gonna take, which is over here. Ooh. It's shifting into third, wow. Yeah, this might be a little bit more arcadey, but, well, it's CCS. If you want something that's fast, fun, and enjoyable at the same time, for what it is in Spintires, his mods are basically good to find. Now let's go ahead and take this and see what it does. If it'll shift. I don't think it can do it. Maybe with my controller. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. Come on. Come on. You can do this. Can you do it? Ah, my gosh. I am legitimately trying and I cannot get it to stay in second. Well, I could, but, you know... It just does not have the grip. I'm gonna try and shift it with my mouse. Come on. Come on. It just does not have the traction. Yeah, it does not. So this would be, I guess, counted as more realistic, even though it has massive tires. Which I wonder if these are offset. That's the last thing I'll check. And then, once it gets across the swamp, of course, geez. And then, I'll check if it's, well, if its wheels are offset. So let's find out. Control, stop, please. So let's see. It looks like they're offset to the right. I mean to the left. Wow, you can really tell right there. They are offset to the left. So yeah, CCS is who's offset to the right, and you have this one offset to the left. That's, good job. So, I think I'll leave it here. I mean, if you want something arcadey, and by the way, I hit something really close to my mic. That was really loud, probably. But, wow, actually both of these cameras are really far forward. Okay, then, I was wrong. They are both really far forward. So if you're looking for something more realistic, but looks kind of odd in my opinion, go for this Super 6. I think it's made by SpongeBob, I do not know. I do know, and obviously it does say CCS up here, I do know that this Ford Super 6 was made by CCS. So you can go through his mod list and find it, which may take a while because I think this was released like 4 or 5 months ago. Not really sure. But if you want something more arcadey and can go through mud easily, this will be the mod you're looking for. Even though the rear looks kind of odd. Because if you go over here, it's just like, hey, what's that rear end, dude? Those taillights look so nice. So, yep. That'll be all. So, this has been Racemon for Racemon Gaming. And I will see you later. I'm sorry I had to do that.